In Brockton, we swing for the fences so we can touch home.
We coach in Brockton to instill the teamwork that builds a great winning tradition.
We do business in Brockton because here you can find a taste of home away from home.
We keep our company in Brockton because we love this city.
I study and learn in Brockton to achieve my goals.
When Brockton is home, everything is within reach. Hi, I'm Mayor Bill Carpenter. Welcome to the 100th episode of Shoe City Scoop. It's hard to believe in the past 2.5 years we've produced 100 shows bringing to you local news and events, positive stories about the city of Brockton, and giving the residents an opportunity to follow me around once in a while. In today's show, you'll see the groundbreaking of the new Champions Park, the home of the Rocky Marciano statue at Brockton High School. Finally, we've broken ground and we're moving forward thanks to the generosity of Roy Andrade, owner of Everett's Auto Parts, and so many others that have contributed to the project. I hope you enjoy today's program. We are very excited to have everyone here this evening. There are a number of folks here with us that I want to be sure to mention. I'll make some brief remarks, then we'll bring a couple folks up to speak with you. First of all, Charlie Tattaglia is here with us tonight, along with Hank. And Charlie has been the driving force for a long time, but behind all of the recognition of Rocky here in the city. And we had many, many meetings over the years at George's Cafe as we strategized how we were going to get a Rocky Marciano statue here in the city of Brockton. There are a couple folks who are not here tonight I want to be sure that I mention, who have donated a lot of work here. Ross Messina, you can't see a lot of the work he did, but under those beautiful new brick walls, there are very deep cement footings, and Ross and his company did all the site preparation as a donation. He also helped us assemble the statue 4 years ago when it arrived. And soon coming after this portion of the project, there'll be some beautiful black wrought iron fencing coming from George Millette at Hawkeye Fence. So I wanted to be sure to recognize them tonight. There's some terrific, if you look at that brickwork behind us, that's all been done this week. And there's still some more work to do, but it's incredible the work that's been done in just a few days. So I want to be sure that we mention Local 3 of the Allied Bricklayers and Craftsmen's Union. On a volunteer basis, they've done all that work that you see behind us. And we're very, very appreciative for organized labor's support of this project. My friend Jim Pinkham is here tonight, representing, thank you. I knew it began with an R. Representing organized labor here tonight. And I think, is Steve Petronelli here yet? He was on his way over. Steve Petronelli, member of another well-known Brockton boxing family, has been one of the Masons, one of the members of Local 3 here working this week on the project, and we love that connection with the City of Champions. This is a great night for the city, a great night for the history of the city. You know, this project has taken a little bit longer than we would have hoped a few years ago, but anything worthwhile is worth waiting for. And because of the generosity of Roy Andrade, who you'll hear from in a moment, we're able now to pledge to the completion of the Champions Park. This park behind us will become the permanent home of the Rocky Marciano statue, sit here as part of the Rocky Marciano Stadium complex, and not only will be a great place to spend time and be able to really appreciate the great statue of Rock, but it will also afford us an opportunity in the future to recognize prominent Brocktonians through history who have made such great contributions to the city. And we'll be able to add plaques in the future to the wall here at Champions Park so that over time we really will build a great history of the great people of this city that visitors and residents alike can come here to spend some time with. It was 4 years ago, almost to the day, I think, that we dedicated the statue. It's been 3 years plus that we've been working on this Champions Park project. I should mention Mr. Keene, the landscape architect, who drew the design for us, and it is spectacular. You can see the wall already going up, and that will be really an integral part of it. And we're just excited that with the work that's begun already this fall, that this project will be completed sometime in the spring, and we'll look forward to being back in May to officially unveil the finished product. But tonight we want to recognize a few of the folks that have made this event possible. So first I would like to bring up to say a few words. Larry Siskin, who I just have all the respect and admiration in the world for, working alongside Larry's leadership on the Rocky Marciano Statue Committee, really made it happen, and his commitment and his love for the city of Brockton are unparalleled. So I'd like to invite up our good friend, Attorney Larry Siskin.
Well, I had a speech about half an hour in length, but I don't want to infringe on the football game. But seriously, tonight is a relief for a lot of us that have worked very, very hard to make this evening happen. And I can't thank Roy enough for his dedication to the city. He's been a great Brocktonian. He is a great Brocktonian. And he was the stimulus that put us over. And, I just can't say enough for so many people that have been with us on our committee for so long. But I do want to mention Charlie Tartaglia, who's here. Charlie is the unsung hero for so much that goes on in Brockton. And he really kept us alive during a period of time where we were kind of dormant. But it's people like Charlie that make this city so great. And I want to especially thank the mayor, who actually very, very few people know, although I've said it many times in public. It was Bill Carpenter who came up with the idea, while he was a school committee man, to invite the president of the World Boxing Council to Brockton. Because there was a period of time in which people kept telling me and other members of the committee, you'll never, ever get a statue. Never mind a statue as a gift. Well, there it is. And it's just an unbelievable feat that started with our mayor calling Jose Suleiman in Mexico and inviting him here to Brockton. And to our surprise, he accepted. He fell in love with this city. And the statue came up by truck in 4 pieces. And there it is. So anyway, this is a big load personally off my shoulders. It's been a tough battle to get to where we are today. And thank you all for coming, and thank you for all of your support.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Thank you, Larry. And many people have already contributed towards the cost of building this park. Many have already ordered their engraved bricks that will become part of the circle around the champ. And later this fall, we'll be relaunching the brick campaign. There'll be an opportunity over the winter for folks to still be able to make a donation, to have a marker permanently inscribed here as part of Champions Park in the shadow of the heavyweight champ. Representing the Marciano family, we're very excited to have here with us tonight the patriarch of the family, Peter Marciano. Peter, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll be very brief. I just, on behalf of the Marciano family, there are so many people that we have to thank for this thing finally being completed. We've been waiting a long time for this thing, and It's now it's right around the corner. I want to thank special thanks to Charlie Tattaglia, to the mayor for doing just such a great job. But I had a short conversation with Roy Andrade, and it was amazing. The first thing that came to my mind was he had one certain trait that my brother Rocky had. There's an Italian proverb, and I won't say it in Italian because I don't speak it very well, but I will translate it. And it says, do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it. And that's what I got out of Roy. He's that kind of guy. No big deal. He's stepped to the plate, and he's going to do it. It's going to be a beautiful thing, Roy, to see the Andrade and the Marciano family together. Two great Brockton stories. Two great stories. How you did what you did after your dad started a small business and you brought it to the next level. So too did Rocky. Start out, not many people gave him a shot to become a heavyweight champion of the world, but he not only became a heavyweight champion of the world, he never lost a fight. And it's something we can be very proud of in the city of Brockton, which is still, and remember this, it's still a great, great city. And it's getting better. Continue your great work, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, and look forward to seeing you in the spring again. Thank you.
Well, you can see just behind me here to your right, my left, is a check representing the check that Mr. Andrade wrote to us a few days ago at City Hall. And at halftime of tonight's game, we'll actually have the official check presentation out on the field. This check represents half of Mr. Andrade's commitment, financial commitment, to see this project completed. I'd just like to echo Peter Marciano's words. I think it's just such a great fit to have the Andrade family and the Marciano name aligned here together, because both of their stories, not only do they parallel each other, but they parallel the stories of thousands of other families who came from other countries, immigrated to not just to America, but to the city of Brockton, worked hard, took advantages of the opportunities that were offered here, and went on to achieve great feats. And, of course, the champ went on to become the only undefeated heavyweight champ in history. And the Andrade family, Roy's dad, came here from the Azores, started a business, worked hard to get it off the ground. Roy took it over decades ago, grew it into the, I don't know what we call it, the corporation that it is today. And it's such an important part of the city, Everett's Auto Parts, not just for the jobs it provides, but the fact that this is not the first time that Roy has given back to the city of Brockton. He's a true Brocktonian in every sense of the word. When we unveil this park in the spring, it will be the Andrade Family Champions Park. It's my pleasure to bring up the man who's making this all possible, Mr. Roy Andrade.
I hope I can read this speech, or we're all in trouble. And I know this is not the place you want to be on Friday night. My speech in this park is really about my father. I have my brother Mark and my son Thomas. Good evening, everybody. I am proud to be a Brocktonian today. I truly believe it is a city of champions. My family could not be more proud to have this park named the Andrade Family Champions Park. My father, Everett Andrade, and Rocky Marciano were cut from the same mold. Like a lot of people in Brockton, honest, strong, dependable, and driven to succeed. My father didn't have the acclaim Rocky did. No one knew the things that he did. And by honoring him now, I want the city to know who he was, what he did for his family, his community, and his country. When people come to the Andrade Family Champion Park, I want them to remember Rocky and my father and how they made their mark on the world in an individual way. I want to thank everyone for being here to share this moment with my brother Mark, my son Thomas, and me. I especially want to thank Mayor Bill Carpenter, Larry Siskin, Michael Thomas, the Marciano family, and Charlie and Hank that I just added. Wasn't fair, not. I wasn't here from the start. And a special thanks to Larry because he's my biggest supporter. I am looking forward to the grand opening in the spring when the park is completed. Thank you all very, very much.
It's a good thing we had Larry go before Roy, or Larry would have wanted the rest of Roy's time. So, we appreciate so much all of you being here with us tonight. Thanks to everyone that in one way or another has contributed to Champions Park, the Andrade Family Champions Park, finally becoming a reality and being the proper home for the Rocky Marciano statue. Roy, I'll correct you on one thing. On a Friday night with the Boxers playing at home, there's no place else in the world I'd rather be than right here. Yeah, right here next door. So please enjoy the game and join us at halftime when we will have Roy officially present the check to the city of Brockton. And one last time, please help me say thank you to Mr. Roy Andrade for making this possible.
In Brockton, we swing for the fences so we can touch home.
We coach in Brockton to instill the teamwork that builds a great winning tradition.
We do business in Brockton because here you can find a taste of home away from home.
We keep our company in Brockton because we love this city.
I study and learn in Brockton to achieve my goals.
When Brockton is home, everything is within reach.
In Brockton, we swing for the fences so we can touch home.
We coach in Brockton to instill the teamwork that builds a great winning tradition.
We do business in Brockton because here you can find a taste of home away from home.
We keep our company in Brockton because we love this city.
I study and learn in Brockton to achieve my goals.
When Brockton is home, everything is within reach.
The Office of Mayor Bill Carpenter has announced a variety of new ways residents can submit tips anonymously and communicate with neighbors via telephone, internet, texting, and apps that are available on your cell phone. If you want to contact the Brockton Police Department anonymously, you can do so directly by calling them anytime at their tip line 508-941-0244. You can also send a text to crimes or 274-637. Text Brockton at the beginning of the text, followed by the violation you see that you want to report. These features are available to anyone with access to a phone, cell phone, or computer with internet access, and all of this information can be found on the Brockton Police Department's official website at brocktonpolice.com. Outside of directly contacting the Brockton PD via call, text, or online message, there are a few new apps you can download to your smart and iPhones to report crimes and violations you see anonymously. MyPD is an app you can download to your phone where you can submit a tip, ask the Brockton Police a question, or even commend an officer for doing a good job. You just click on what you want to do and fill out the forms provided electronically. The forms allow you to get as detailed as you'd like while submitting a report to best give the Brockton PD the opportunity to respond to your issue. You can also get MyPD without downloading the app at mypolicedepartment.org/Brockton-police-department and fill out the information online just as you would the app on your phone. There's also Nextdoor, an app and website at nextdoor.com that is a private social network for you, your neighbors, and your community. It's an easy way for you and your neighbors to communicate. You can use this to talk to neighbors about anything community related, tracking down a trustworthy babysitter, asking for help looking for a lost pet, and finding a reputable mechanic to work in your car. Quickly report a neighborhood break-in, organize a neighborhood watch group, do it all with the Nextdoor app. And last but not least, See, Click, Fix. This is a feature that gained popularity following our most recent winter as a way for residents to report potholes on city streets that needed to be filled. However, it's much more than a resource to report potholes. You can download the See, Click, Fix app on your phone or go to the City of Brockton's official website at brockton.ma.us and click the See, Click, Fix button on the left-hand side of the page. You can report non-emergency issues to the City of Brockton using this app. Everything from abandoned property to traffic signal issues to graffiti to loose animals to snow removal. You'll receive an email updating you on the status. These are just some of the new ways the City of Brockton is introducing technology to connect with its residents and make solving problems easier. And remember, the City of Brockton is online 24/7 at its official website, brockton.ma.us.
Well, that's going to wrap up our 100th episode of Shoe City Scoop. Thanks for being with us. You can watch Shoe City Scoop on Brockton Community Access Television or tune us in anytime online at youtube.com/Mayor Bill Carpenter. Thanks for being with us.
In Brockton, we swing for the fences so we can touch home.
We coach in Brockton to instill the teamwork that builds a great winning tradition.
We do business in Brockton because here you can find a taste of home away from home.
We keep our company in Brockton because we love this city.
I study and learn in Brockton to achieve my goals.
When Brockton is home, everything is within reach.